she does is she lifts my legs up and stretches them. And she does this, and the doctors are so pleased that I have the stretch that I've had, but I've been very faithful to these exercises. And because I'm able to transport from the chair to the bed, and they're so surprised I can do what I'm doing right now because there's no muscle or movement in my legs when they test me, and they're so surprised I can do what I can do, but it's because I'm doing these exercises that I can. But if I didn't have an aid, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be all crumbled up and like a you know, you see some of the patients that are all curled up in bed because they've lost all agility. And so this is what would happen to me if I didn't have these exercises. This is my kitchen, and it's, as you see, it's very small. Most of the HUD housing is very, very small. And they've given me an oven, but as you see, it's not a handicap oven. And what happens is that the door opens like this. See, I can't get in front of it. And so I would have to have the ability to be able to hold the pan and go like this. But you see, my hands are weak. I can't, if anything's heavy, I can't put it in and take it out. And I've had terrible, terrible spills, and it's hot food. I can't do it.
Right.
I just can't do it. So I have to have Michelle take the food in and put the food out. Well, I can't have her I can't have her 24 hours a day. So what we do is we have her come at certain times to prepare meals. And they may not be at a perfect time. So what we do is, like, I'll have her make a roast, or I'll have her make a meatloaf, or I'll have her make a chicken, or I'll have her make a lasagna. And what we'll do is we'll make it in big quantity. And then we take it and we put it in either baggies, or we'll put it in Tupperware and that sort of thing, and we divide it up into meals. And then we stick it in the freezer. And then what I do is, when it's time for me to have a supper, I'll take out a baggie or I'll take out a Tupperware and I take it out. Now, with that roast beef, I'll have gravy in it. So all I have to do is take a box of instant mashed potatoes, and I can back up here because I have my shelf that's really convenient, which you don't really have to see, but it's in there. And all I have to do is take my instant mashed potatoes, and I have them fix my refrigerator door so I can get into it and get the milk that I need and the butter that I need, and then I close the door and I get the water and I mix it all up and stick it in my microwave. And I have microwaves and I have a toaster oven, and those things I can handle. And what I do is I fix it all up on my counter and I put it in. And then I get vegetables, which is in my freezer, which I can reach. And I pull out frozen corn or frozen peas or whatever I might have. And I stick that in my microwave. And I can fix myself a full meal. And it's all prepared in a few minutes. And so I have a full meal. It's not a frozen dinner. It's a real good meal. So I'm having something, because I'm diabetic, I'm not having the wrong stuff. I'm not having over salted food. I'm having the proper meal. And I'm having good meals. And so this is really, really wonderful. And if I didn't have her to cook these meals for me, I wouldn't have a proper meal. I'd have to resort to frozen foods. And this is really wonderful. So this
You,
is
does
how
she go and
helps
do
me.
the shopping, or do you
She
go with her
goes-
sometimes, or?
I can't.
Okay.
What's unfortunate is Medicaid won't allow her to take my van.
Oh, okay, so
And
she has to run around.
I have insurance that covers it, but Medicaid won't allow her to take my van.
Oh, okay.
So she takes her own car,
Right.
but she doesn't get paid for gas, and which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
And she has to go with her own gas money up to the store and get my groceries for me. And that's a real toughie. And she gets my groceries and brings them home for me. And I write a list here at home and have to explain to her all the different things, which is a hardship. But she does it for me. God bless her.
Right. If she wasn't here to do it,
If she
it would be
wasn't
even
here
worse.
to do it, I wouldn't have anybody to do it for me.
That's right. How can I ask you how often do you have an aide? Does somebody come every day?
Yes.
And for about how long?
Well, I have 29 hours a week.
Okay.
Okay, so I have to divvy it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to. She cleans my house, and one day, which takes a lot of time, and she irons, and she also does laundry,
Right.
and she does my personal care and my PT. So I have to divvy that all up. So we have to balance everything.
Mm-hmm.
You want to
So
see the
that-
calendar?
Sure.
Oh yeah, bring the
Everything out.
calendar.
All
Oh,
right.
see, our calendar is quite amazing. It's
Can you back up a little bit? Right. Thank you.
So
Okay,
that
so
kind of
this-
shows you just all the things. There's she has to go to Kenny's for me a lot of times, and there's some other personal stuff on
Right.
there, but basically that's her schedule. Now I don't
Wow.
even have some of it on there, but she has my eyes. She gives me drops. She has food preps, PT. It's just amazing all the stuff she has to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's great.
we could even use more hours.
Sure.
So I mean, but it's I really need her.
Mm-hmm.
I really need her. So you guys have no idea how much we need the services. So please know that this is needed. And it's not just me. I'm talking for every single person that's handicapped, every
Exactly.
person that's old that needs help.
Well, thank you very much, Pat. No, we really appreciate you giving us this tour and letting me or telling us about what this does for you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.